Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. Well, hey friends, welcome back to the podcast. This is Jennifer, and I'm excited to teach you guys something on episode 304 today. Okay, so here is something that I want to chat with any of you who are launching courses, you're launching memberships, you're launching consultations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There are way too many people right now in the online space who are giving their customers way too many options. What do you mean by that, Jen? Okay, well, I don't mean like different products, because I have my monthly coaching group, which is, $47 a month. It is every single month for 7+ years now. Okay. So I have that. Then I have my 8-week-long Better Way program. Then I have my mastermind. So I have different products. So I'm not talking about options like that. I'm talking about options when you get to the checkout page. And when you get to the checkout page, there's too many different things that you are making your client or potential client think through when they go to checkout. For instance, I know someone who has a monthly membership, and right now she's offering you can pay for the monthly membership a month at a time, or you can sign up for a year at a time. And she asked me this week, should I also offer the option of doing quarterly or every 6 months? And I was like, oh, no. That just turns into a mess. And I'm going to tell you why it turns into a mess. Number one, I want to talk to you about how it overwhelms your people. But two, it becomes a mess on the back end. There has to be so many different checkout pages or ways, all the things. It also becomes like kind of a mess in terms of your team being able to figure out, okay, who comes in now, when do we have to get them to re-up? When do we take them out of the group? There's like just a lot of rigmarole, a lot of things to kind of think through. And the other thing is, if they, it's hard to determine, I hope I can phrase this right, when you need to relaunch something like a course, or not a course, but like a monthly group. If you're giving them all these options, like they can be monthly, they can be quarterly, they can be every 6 months, or they can be every year. Do you relaunch it every year? Do you relaunch it every 6 months? Because will you have a bunch of people dropping off at those different times? And the answer is yes, you will. So then it's like, well, it's hard then to figure out when do you relaunch it. So I want to talk to you about just keeping things super duper simple, okay? Because you might be thinking that you're being helpful by giving people options, but too many options actually really overwhelm your clients. And so the way that you can serve your clients the best is by giving them fewer options. What instinctively happens is when you overwhelm your clients, they end up not buying at all. And I'm going to give you a good example of when I figured this out. So back when I owned the Magic Brush, the painting company that I had in Kansas City for 17 years, I would go off to a painting school. We'd, do new sample boards. I'd come home. I'd be feeling froggy, feeling like, I've got all these great samples. I'd go meet with a client, and I had, 50 old samples. And then we just did 12 new ones at the school I was just in. So I'd be lugging in my portfolio with 60, 70, 80 samples sometimes. And I'm thinking, look at all the things. Look at all these amazing wall finishes I can do for you. Look at all these options, guys. Look at how many different things my team can paint for you. Like, this is amazing, right? And what was happening is I was noticing the faces of some of my clients completely like glazing over. And what I was also noticing is that they weren't making any choices at all. Like, I would have all these amazing samples, and we'd walk out of there and I'd feel like they were either still loosey-goosey on their decision, or like I knew in my knower that I hadn't quite sold them as a client. And so when that happens and people are so overwhelmed, you need to just simplify. What I figured out is if I took in I'd go look at the project first, and I'd come back out to my vehicle and I'd go through my own portfolio and take in like 8, take in like 6, take in like 10. But when I was able to narrow it down and give my clients fewer options, then those people would not glaze over on me. They would not get super confused, because here's the thing. Jason and I bought our home in, outside of Phoenix, last month, and we're knee deep in the remodel right now. Right. So if you follow me on Jennifer Allwood Home, you'll see all the decisions that we're making. We actually closed on it. Let's see, the week before our anniversary. So we've owned it only 2 weeks, I guess. Okay. And, I've had so many people say, oh my gosh, you are such a quick decision maker. And I am a really quick decision maker. That's not really normal though. Okay. Most people aren't super fast decision makers. I would say, at least half of the world, they need some time. Okay. And so when you're looking at 15 different options, it's so much harder than when you're looking at 3. So in order to most serve the majority of the people, simplify your options. I love that saying from Donald Miller, who's just the king of this. And he always says, when you confuse, you lose. So you're thinking, I'm showing all of these clients that they have all these different ways they can do business with me. You can sign up by a month, a year, a quarter, whatever. And the truth is that in them not being able to make a quick decision, or in them being confused about all the different things that you offer, you're actually losing. They're not signing up for anything because they're thinking to themselves, well, let me think through this. And then when they're trying to think through this, they're actually thinking through it and thinking, you know what, it's too complicated. It's taking too much brain space. And they just end up not buying it all. That's honestly what happens. Think about when you go to Amazon. And don't at me with how you feel about Amazon, okay? I mean, the truth is tons of Amazon's sales come from small business owners like you and I who are selling products on there, okay? I sell an ebook on Amazon. So don't hate on Amazon right now. It's giving a lot of people a lot of income, all right? So let's say when you go to Amazon and like if I go, my favorite eyebrow pencil is on Amazon. If you're like, wait, tell me about this eyebrow pencil. Okay, it's cheap and I love it. And so if you just do a search for Jennifer Allwood Amazon store, it's probably in there because I probably have saved it in my store. Okay. So, when you go to Amazon, I, find my favorite eyebrow pencil, the options are I either buy it once or it's just set up on a yearly subscription, or I'm sorry, a monthly subscription. So I get one every month. There's no yearly option. There's no quarterly option. It's either this or that. You pick this or you pick that. It has simplified it. And by simplifying it, it's such a way to love on your clients, honestly. So keep it simple. I know you're thinking, I'm going to give them more options. That way I get more people. No, you're actually losing people. It's counterproductive. It's counterintuitive. Okay. So listen, giving too many options is just one of the things that you could change in your business right now so that you can get more sales. Stop offering all the things. Simplify the heck out of it. You don't need 10 different things to offer people. You need 3. Maybe 4 max. Okay. So change that. And if you are feeling bored or stuck in your business, I am going to do a Level Up Bootcamp. It's a 4-day bootcamp that's going to show you some other ways that you can level up your business in addition to this, by the end of this year and for 2023. So if you go to jenniferallwood.com/level-up right now, you can join me in a super duper cheap bootcamp. I will teach you many other things that will change the trajectory of your business. And I know when a woman changes the trajectory of her business, she can change the trajectory of her family for generations to come. So go to jenniferallwood.com/level-up and I will see you there. Hope this was helpful today, friends. See you soon. Bye-bye. Friend, thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.